Hello everybody, and welcome back to VinnyAdventures. I'm Vinny, and today we're venturing back into Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for the Nintendo Switch. In the last episode, we ended Chapter 5, and I just don't know what to even think about it. It was kind of all over the place. Fan Lenore died, stabbed through the core crystal by Jin. We were attacking the robotic creature on the back of the Titan that Jin was controlling, and Morardane and Araya, and oh my gosh, like, Morardane and Araya are fighting each other now. Somebody from Morardane gave orders, and we don't know who it is. I think it could be that senator guy, but then, like, all of a sudden, the Praetor showed up, flying Indal, like, literally showed up on Indal. Flew his Titan, his entire city, to the crime scene, the battle, field, and now I, like, don't, like, they leave it in such a way that you're like, is he there to stop the fighting, or is he there to, like, is he the reason the fighting started in the first place? I don't even know. Like, I have so many, like, what is going on? They're trying to build up Jin to be all, like, he has, you know, his reasons for doing this, and he's not really bad, he's trying to fight for justice, and I mean, again, we're like, tightroping on that morale, you know, that line of morality. It's like, are blades really slaves? Are Titans really slaves? Or, are, you know, do they work in harmony? Do they want to help the humans and the Gormati and everybody else? Like, what exactly... I don't know, like, it's just, I don't know, like, can you guys tell that I'm just kind of, like, overwhelmed by all of this? I don't think that was the best chapter end we've had so far. It definitely wasn't the most shocking or anything. It actually felt a little bit slow in spots. I want to say this, and I need to kind of, like, I need to expand on what I meant in the last episode by not being particularly happy with that cutscene. I feel like it's honestly the first big, like, battle cutscene or, like, revelation cutscene that we have had since the Titan ship, where we first fought Malos. I think it is the first cutscene where the pacing felt off. It felt a little almost slow. They were, like, too worried about dealing with Jin and showing his emotions and, like, being all emo and stuff, and not really, like, keeping the pacing up. I almost was becoming uninterested with what Jin had to say. Like, I know that sounds really weird and really stupid, but, like, once we knew that Jin was a blade, I think we probably could have figured it out on our own why he was doing what he was doing. But I don't know. I guess this will all be expanded on more. What I am interested in is what Mithra has to do with everything, because he, like, pointed her out, and they didn't really go too deep into that. I don't know, there's just a lot going on. But I think the first and foremost thing that I am most interested in is figuring out what the hell the Praetor is doing with Indal in the middle of the battlefield. Is he a friend, or is he a foe? Let's find out, I guess.
You little scamp. Do you know how much the core you took was worth? I stole it from the castle. 3 years it took me to get it. And now...
Please! She's barely 10 years old!
Silence! Stay out of it!
Oh!
If you die, it'll be as good as new. You brought this on yourself.
From now on, I'll protect you. I'll keep you safe. Always. My name is Jin. What's yours?
Laura.
It seems like sending Alkos was the right choice. You alright?
I've been through worse. I can handle it.
Jin, I swear I'll make your dream come true. So stop putting yourself at risk.
There's still time.
Is that part of your dream, too? What are we, in the end? This hunger I feel, this thirst, is it really my own? Or is it someone else's? Sometimes I can't tell. Tell me, Jin, are you really here? I don't know where I really am.
You're starting to sound like a human.
Oh, yeah?
Perhaps we're not so different after all. Humans and blades.
What's the deal with this ceasefire?
A tribunal, it looks like. Praetor on Malthus is here in person. And who's going to argue with the Praetor?
Does he have any clue how many men we lost? If those Ardanians get away with this, Architect, damn it.
Quit your grumbling, mate. All this is way beyond our pay grade.
You got that right. We're all just faceless cannon fodder to the bigwigs. CO says jump, we jump.
Morning, folks. Everyone sleep well? Not a wink. Figured as much. Let's take a nice walk over to the hall where the emergency summit's being held. Clear our heads a little. Someone's gotta escort Morag over there, right? I think I would be perfectly capable of finding my own way. And Mithra's meant to be attending too, right? Apparently, yes. See? We might as well all head over. I guess you're right. Let's go then.
Prepare for my announcement.
Okay, so a lot happened. It seems like the Praetor has called a ceasefire. It looks like all of the different nations' leaders are gathering, and they're probably gonna have a conversation over the whole thing, I guess, and what to do about it, and I think the Praetor is, like, doing a good thing here. I think he's stopping the war for now, which is good. I'm really torn, guys. I'm really torn about yeah, okay, I'm not even gonna go there. That was horrible! Why would I make a pun at a time like this? But, I don't know. Like, guys, Torna, Jin, Malos, Akos, I get it. They have their reasoning for doing the things that they are doing. I think Jin has just gone too far, you know? Like, I mean, you could argue that, and I know this is going deep into, like, politics and, like, morality, you know, discussions and stuff, but, like, you could argue that Hitler had people in his life that he loved and had a good heart when it came to certain people, but that doesn't make his actions and overall decisions that he made in his life any better. It doesn't make him any better of a person. And Jin, even though his intentions originally might be right, the way he's executing them, killing people. I mean, he literally stabbed us, Rex, in the heart at the beginning of the game. That's not right. We were innocent. There's no reason to be killing innocent people. Even, like, he wants to wipe out humanity. But then, in that cutscene, he was like, maybe we're not so different, so maybe he's starting to see the error of his ways. Maybe Rex triggered something in him, or maybe Fan Lenorn, like, holding on to his face in that cutscene, like, it seemed to really affect him. So maybe he'll come around eventually? Like, I don't know. I just, like, I feel like at this point, I don't even have questions anymore. I'm just kind of like, I don't know where this game is gonna take us. Like, you know what, game? Take the wheel, like, I'm just gonna sit here and watch as you do your thing. Like, that's kind of like what my opinion is right now. So, I guess there's really no point in me sitting here and, like, theorizing about what's gonna happen. I guess we just want to head to the audience chamber now and see what all of these leaders are doing here. Oh, guys, I came all the way in here and, like, nothing triggered, and then I realized, like, there are rooms off to well, okay, there's a room off to the right-hand side. There's not off to the left, but we're actually meant to go through here. Look at this. I can, like, get on his throne and everything. Like, not to break the tension here, but this is kind of crazy that I can just walk about here freely and, like, not trigger any cutscenes. I kind of figured all the leaders would be meeting in this area, but I guess we're going in here, so let's talk to this person over here. Senelo, what do you have to say? Through here is the venue for the Summit of Nations. I must apologize, but entry is forbidden to all but the official representatives of each nation. I guess this is as far as we go. Yes, Bridget and I will proceed to the summit. I'm coming with you. And so are you, Mithra, remember? I guess. I'm not sure I like it, but I suppose I have to play my part in all this. Rex, you head back to our chambers with the others and wait for us. What? We're your driver! We don't get to go with you? Aw, man. No problems. Be careful in there, okay, Mithra? Don't worry, I'll handle this just fine.
My deepest thanks to you for agreeing to this ceasefire. Queen Rakura, Emperor Nile.
As I recall from the Assyrian treaty of 350 years ago, the Praetorium was to refrain from intervention in times of war. And yet here you are intervening. But I trust you have a suitable justification, Your Eminence.
Naturally. But first, to ensure impartiality in these negotiations, may I present Nira, acting chairman of the Argentum Trade Guild. Furthermore, representing the Tantalese, His Highness the Crown Prince Ozikairis Brunev Tantal will also be attending.
The Crown Prince? The prodigal Prince of Tantal?
What a spectacle! Seems the Praetor has as much clout around here as ever.
Could we not just take them out here and now?
Good point. All the principal nations' heads gathered here? It'd make things easy later.
The way to the World Tree must first be opened. Wiping out mankind is the easy part. We could manage that ourselves.
Even so...
That isn't our only goal, remember? We must wait for the stage to be set.
Is Jin serious about this?
Yeah. I've been wondering that myself.
Oh, he's serious. He always is. He will annihilate mankind, and then... he will kill the Architect.
Now, it seems Mor Ardain has been accused of a unilateral breach of treaty in this matter. Emperor Nile, I open the floor to you. Is there anything you wish to say?
While we are still conducting investigations into the cause, it cannot be denied. that weaponry belonging to our forces was discharged against Uriah. Regardless of any possible reason and circumstance, we are prepared to offer recompense for this grave offence.
So you want to settle this with money?
We will provide any compensation deemed necessary.
Perhaps I'm misunderstanding. To my ears, it sounds almost as if you mean to imply that the blame for these offences does not lie with your Majesty at all.
We are investigating. I ask that we not draw any hasty conclusions.
What need is there for investigation? I believe a cause has already been established. There are witnesses.
And that would be? What a preposterous notion! The people you speak of are merely a terrorist group. How could they possibly command that measure of...
It's the truth. I, Ozyclyrus, swear this in the name of King Eulogimenos Tantal.
Can confirm ex-Chairman Banner give these people some kind of supplies. Military supplies, methinks, and in great number, yes.
But why would...
What if I were to tell you that the Aegis Malus, who raised the world 5 centuries ago, was involved?
Ridiculous! Everyone knows he disappeared in a blaze of flame!
He's very much alive, believe me. That arsehole, the Aegis, has confronted us in person. And if my word is not enough for you...
A blade? But that poor crystal...
This is another Aegis, named Mithra. Your Highness has heard of her, surely?
So the rumors that reached us were true. Who is its driver?
If you knew that, I dare say your surprise would be even greater. But that is not the matter we are here to discuss, Your Highness. This is a dire situation.
"6 o'clock already. Mithra's been in there for a long time now.
We've just got to trust them. They're dealing with the leaders of whole nations. It's not like there's anything you or me can do to help.
Ugh.
I've noticed something about Malos. He's an Aegis, but you wouldn't know it from how he's fighting. I'm pretty sure he's damaged in some way.
You mean he can't use the full extent of his powers?
The wounds I dealt in our battle long ago may not be completely healed. His end goal is Elysium. He wants to go back to the place he was born. There he can heal until his powers have recovered. If Malos is allowed to restore himself...
The horrors of 5 centuries past will return.
Or worse still, Malos's goal is simple. He means to destroy humanity in its entirety.
Why would anyone desire that?
Perhaps he doesn't even need a reason. It seems to be a deep-seated drive. An instinct. As natural as breathing.
All of this is my responsibility.
Praetor Amalthus? Whatever do you mean?
It was none other than I who awakened Malos and unleashed him upon the world.
So, Your Eminence, the rumor that you were once Malos's driver is...
I never intended to obscure the truth. It is writ plain for all to see in history books. I was a fool. It was to prevent such foolishness that all passage to the World Tree was forbidden after the Aegis War. However, it has become apparent that the laws of men do not apply to Malos. The time may have come to lift that restriction. I appreciate this.
Don't think you've earned my trust. But since Rex is going to Elysium, their paths are bound to cross. That's all.
I'm surprised. You seem so devoted to the boy.
It's for both our sakes. But you, Amalthus, who is it that you're living for?
Morning, folks! You're looking a bit better slept than yesterday. Oh my god. Guys, something just occurred to me with that last line that Mithra said. What if the reason Amalthus has been living so long and still looks so young is because at some point Malos did to Amalthus what Pyra did to Rex and gave Amalthus half of his life essence? What if the two, Amalthus and Malos, are intertwined in the same way that Rex and Pyra are? It would explain a lot. It would explain why Amalthus is still alive. Also, something interesting is that Malos and Jin want us to go to Elysium. They want us to go to the World Tree because Amalthus was not pure enough, or didn't have, what did it say? He was not strong enough, or he was not deemed worthy or something to open the door, the gate, or whatever, but he thinks Rex is. So I think we are very much being led into a trap. I think Amalthus is playing the good guy right now, because he wants us to go to the World Tree. No one wants to keep us from going to the World Tree. I honestly don't know how we're even going to get so many more chapters out of this game, because, like, we have quite a bit of ways to go, and, like, I feel like if everyone, even the bad guys, want us to get to the World Tree, then why are we not there already? Like, why is it taking so long? Oh, man. Alright, well, let's continue. Morning, folks! You're looking a bit better slept than yesterday. Pretty much. Fan State Funeral is to be held today, is it not? Yeah, I think it was meant to be happening in Siora's Plaza right outside the Sanctum. You'll be going, right, chum? Yes, it would be wrong for me not to. Siora's Plaza, very not far away. Time to go, quick, quick. Master Pond, so bossy sometimes. Party formations changed. Morag is gone again? Why is Morag gone again? Why is she always gone? Tora! Alright, Tora, well, it looks like we're including you again for now. I still think that I'm gonna give it some time. Well, I don't know, like, do I want to play with Zeke? Hold on a minute.
A few moments later.
The eye of shining justice is throbbing!
Oh my god, guys. I was working on Zeke's abilities, and when you put points into his affinity chart, sometimes he says, the eye of justice is throbbing! And we had that discussion, like, oh gosh, a lot of episodes ago about what the one-eyed monster means, so I feel like that is completely on purpose and really hilarious. Okay guys, I've gone ahead and kind of played around with Zeke a little bit, changed up his abilities and leveled things up and gave him some blades. I actually moved Wolfric and Vale over to him. I moved Vale mostly because, like, I think she was one of the first rare blades that we got, and she's also a dark type, and we haven't really used a dark type yet, so I feel like we should. Pandoria, obviously she's a given. I'm gonna use her no matter what. But Wulfric, I don't know, he's just really cool, and he's also got focus, and we need more focus field skill on the team. So I think this is the team for him that I'm gonna stick with for now. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and play with him. And yeah, that's all I really need to say about that. I'm probably going to be terrible with this guy because I don't really know how to use his abilities yet, but this is all a learning experience for us, isn't it? Alright, so it looks like, what is our objective? Attend? Oh no, we're attending a funeral. Am I going to have the feels? I don't want to have the feels right now. Please, game, no! Oh. Apparently our arch nemesis here and our demise is this railing. We're not stopped by blades like Jin, but we are stopped by a simple steel railing.
I guess they did call her a goddess. The state funeral makes sense. Shouldn't you be with him?
He's a boy. Best not to bother them at times like this.
I expected you to be more clingy. You really are different from him.
Actually, letting him be was more her idea than mine.
Really? Pirates? Get out. So wait, you're saying you want to go be clingy, or what?
I'll burn you.
I kid. Sheesh. It's weird, though.
What is?
I mean, don't you think it's odd? Normally, if a blade or its driver dies, it'll just go back to being a core crystal. So why is Fan just dead?
I did wonder the same thing. There's only one way I know for a dead blade to keep its physical form. Remember Minoth? I mean Cole. He was a flesh eater.
Yeah.
But Fan wasn't a flesh eater. I can say that for sure.
What's that?
That's the shape of Fan's core crystal. Well, how it used to be.
But now it's a triangle.
Rex and I are quite a unique case, but this is different still.
How is it different?
If a blade shares its core with another, its shape changes in a uniform fashion. In our case, the center part went to Rex, and the outer part to us. I don't know why that is, but it seems to be a rule.
But Fan's isn't like that.
Exactly. It looks more like someone stole her core, doesn't it?
That was quite the grand funeral ceremony. It spoke volumes as to just how much Fan was loved by her people. The goddess of Indal won't be an easy position to replace. Hey Rex, what are you going to do from here on out? If we're going to reach the World Tree, we'll need the Praetor's help, but... Master Rex, there you are. Praetor Amalthus wishes to speak with you. He is waiting in the audience chamber. That's perfect timing then. Maybe he wants to talk about the World Tree? I'm afraid I cannot say. Well, there is only one way to find out. Let's get ourselves on over to that audience chamber then. Alright guys, man, why did they pan over to Praetor Amalthus when she said, did somebody steal her core? Did Amalthus steal Fan Lenorn's core? I don't know, like, I don't trust this guy. Can you tell I have no trust for him at all? I'm assuming you guys don't either. Part of like this whole set of episodes, that's like kind of driving me nuts is like, normally I would post about 2 episodes, and then like by the time I would go to record the third one, the, like, first one would already be posted. So I'm only ever, like, I'm only, like 2 days away from you guys normally. But I've been recording a ton of episodes, because, again, I'm going to the Bahamas in, like, 2 days. So I'm really far ahead of you guys. I think as of today, I just posted episode 25, and this, I think, is episode 35? I don't know if... Oh, man, is this... Oh, wow, this is really episode 35, isn't it? Which is pretty crazy, that we are that far ahead. But yeah, like, I don't know, guys, like, I want to know what you guys think about this, but I have no, like, I really can't talk to anybody about this, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody, so, like, hopefully by the time we get to this point, I will have some more answers, and I won't be, like, going quite as nuts. But with that being said, I just realized that we probably should go ahead and end the episode, because I have a feeling that going in here and talking to Praetor Amalthus is going to send us on our next journey, and it just seems befitting to save that for another episode rather than tag it on to the end of this one. And oh wait, how do I wait a minute, no, wait, where's the... Oh no, that's not... Oh, there we go. Okay. He was, like, not centered for a second, but I guess Zeke is gonna get the outro today, guys. If you guys Zeke, what are you doing? Zeke, where... Zeke, what the... Okay, well, you just sit there and you do your sexy stretches then, alright? Alright. Okay. Alright, anyway, as I was saying, if you guys enjoyed this episode, remember to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to stay updated, and I will see you guys next time for more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. See you later!